First and 10 upcoming. Now Carter to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Rich. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Rich over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On second down, a run with Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On first down, Rich steps away to his left. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Back to throw. Rich. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Carter. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Michael Carter with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The York on now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. The York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And here now come the Falcons. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Outright and brought in by Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 14. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. K.J. Osborne, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Ritter will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Rich. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Rich. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Right back to Pitts again. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
York now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Lewis selects to return it. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. Gives it to Algier to start things off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. Throw caught there by Osborne. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And here's Ryan Wright now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A give up the middle to Carter. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Another run on second down with Carter.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Rich.
Finding Hawkinson here on the out route.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Ritter and the Falcons.
Down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second and 5. Gets this to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Another completion here to Hunt. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is caught inside the 5. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Minnesota, They remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow